What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Seige. I am back today with another walkthrough in Wrath of the Machine Heroic mode. This time we are going to be covering the Seige engine, or the Death Zamboni. I'm going to go ahead and talk about my fire team a little bit. In our fire team we had 1 Warlock, 2 Titans, and 3 Hunters. The Warlock was running Self-Res, I do believe. Titan, I was running Blessing Bubble just because we didn't die on this part, just to make sure that we didn't die. And then the other Titan was running the Sunbreaker subclass. And then the Hunters, I think all 3 were running Tether just to have that Tether coverage to make sure the ads would shoot at us. Anyways, this part is pretty much exactly like normal mode. Shoot his face off. Then you jump on him and hope for the best. I put my Blessing Bubble down really early just to make sure that nobody died and everyone was safe, not taking more damage than they need to be. Make sure nobody died, because honestly, this part you don't need anybody dead. Don't get me wrong, this part's actually really easy, but you just want to make sure nobody dies. You can 5-man it, however. My team that I did with this before, sorry about that, we actually 5-man it because one of the guys died way beforehand, which is why in the end of this you'll see that I get no rewards from this because I've already done it. I'm just doing this to make the video and just to help people out with the hard mode, running it through and ever, because people still haven't ran it and it's Thursday at the time I'm commentated this and recorded this. So I just want to make sure people can know how to do it and get through it. That way next week or 2 weeks from now when challenge mode comes out, the people will know what to do. So you're pretty much just going to go through this entire thing like in the normal mode. You're going to kill the captain, you're going to take out everything else, you're going to take out all the mines on the gun, you're going to carry the part through. But there's a little surprise at the end when you're getting ready to go up onto the ship. I'll explain that in a minute. First, before I explain it, I just kind of wanted to go over what challenge mode is going to have in store for us. I am thinking they are going to make us have like 4 parts that we have to carry instead of just 3. Or maybe everybody has to carry the part for at least 3 or 4 times, you know, everybody has to at least carry a part or something. I don't know. Maybe only 3 people can carry the parts. That's going to be really cool to see what they actually do with this. I'm actually really happy on what they actually did. But this part, obviously, you guys want to make sure that you have a lot more ad clear than what you did in normal mode, as the ads, there's more of them. I do have to say so for myself. That's what I've noticed. There's a lot more ads. We passed this part barely by at least like 3 or 4 seconds, so we got really close to it, but we did end up beating it. You can pass this part by the hair on your chin. It doesn't matter as long as you beat it. Anyways, as I've been saying like 4 or 5 different times, it's literally normal mode, except there's just a little more extra things to do. There's just like more ads you have to kill. And then as you can see in a minute here coming up, there's going to be a little surprise. Make sure you guys go kill Mexus on the Seige engine, because he will lock it down just like normal mode. There's a couple more Vandals that I noticed, so just kind of make sure to stay out of the trouble of them. As you see, I almost died trying to kill him, but I ended up saving myself. Anyways, if you notice, right there on the left side of the screen, there's another skip. That's something to worry about. As you can see right down here, when I'm looking down, you can hear a walker tank. And you can see the bottom left, there's the walker tank. That is what they implemented in hard mode. I figured they'd do another part, but you know what? They could be doing that for challenge mode. Anyways, this walker tank, you do not have to kill it. I cannot stress that enough. Everyone's like, oh my god, kill it, kill it. You do not have to kill it. You just have to down it and get the parts by it. You don't have to kill it. As you can see right here, we down it and then we just take the parts and run it by it. Right here we down it, and then I immediately go and grab that part and I walk straight up that ramp, trying to get past that thing as fast as possible. If you are too close to that thing, when it comes up, it does that little shockwave, then it launches you across the bridge or off the map. We had teammates launch off the bridge, and which is why some of them died. But you just want to make sure that you get up then past that thing before he comes up. But if he does come up, go ahead and just down him again. He's not too hard to down. It just takes a few sniper bullets or a few primaries into it. But you see right there, he came up, and then we dropped our parts by accident down the thing. I accidentally pushed my teammate back, which kind of like almost screwed us over. But you just kind of have to down him. As you can see, my teammates aren't really downing him, so I'm not really worried about it because he's more focused on dead orbs. So I go ahead and grab that part, and I turn around and run it right up that ramp, trying to get before he does his little shockwave thing. As you can see right here, it's getting really close to the end. I'm carrying that engine block all the way to the back. I'm like, hey guys, someone come up with the engine block, or someone was behind me. He picked up me and my teammate. We pushed them to the end just because we wanted to make sure that we got it there before it ended. But we did beat it. So it's pretty much it for the Seige engine. It's not too hard unless you have people who don't know what they're doing or can't understand what they do and they're not comprehensive enough. Just make sure you try not to die. If you die, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You're not going to have to wipe unless you're at that first beginning part and your team doesn't know what to do. But luckily for us, all of our team knew what they were doing. We actually had someone who was already 400 light in our fire team, which is crazy. But he said he had 3 warlocks, and so he ran it on all his warlocks, and then he just decrypted a bunch of engrams, which got him up to 400. Me, on the other hand, all my characters are about 393-ish. I have one of each character just because I like all the characters. So it's going to take me a little bit longer just to get up to that 400 light. But honestly, it doesn't bother me just because I know that I have every character, and I like having every character personally. Because each character is definitely good for something. As you can see, Titan's good for like PvE because they have that blessing bubble. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. Make sure to get the right side chest if you want the chest loot, because that is the heroic drop. It's been Psycho. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys later.